Hello children, I hope you had fun making this very colorful wind chime today. And now it's time for story, and we're reading Rude Cakes. Why is the cake rude? By the way, I brought Rude Cake here to join us for our story time, and here he is. Meet Rude Cake. Rude Cake has this really prickly white icing, and he has some leaf and purple flowers. Rude Cake, cooked up by Rowboat, Watkins. When cakes are rude and don't think about how their friends feel, they can hurt people's feelings. In fact, they might not even realize that they are hurting other people with their actions. Has that ever happened to you, children? However, sometimes they learn their lesson when they see what it feels like when people don't think about their feelings. Uh-oh, give me that! Rude cakes never say please. And they never say thank you. Happy birthday! It literally flies. I hate dots. Oh my, did Rude Cake forget to thank his parents for the birthday gift? How does it feel like when people forget to say please and thank you to you, children? And sometimes they take things, no, that don't belong to them. Has someone ever taken something from you without asking? How did it feel like? Oh my! Have you done that to anyone? Rude Cake is playing in the playground, forgetting the time. La 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 la. Mommy says, Rude Cake, it's time to go. Rude Cake never listens, his ears is shut. Papa Cake then says it with a loud voice, that means now, mister! Especially when their parents sound boring. How does it feel when people don't listen to you, especially your parents? And they never wait for their turn in line. Rude Cake going back on the slide, and he tells his friend, back off! I'm going again. Ooh, that was rude. Do you ever get upset when people cut your line? Is there a rule in your class? Do you all line up, children? What's the rule? I'm curious. Tell me in your Insta story, okay? Does everyone follow it? There's no need to name names, but if you've ever cut in line, maybe take time to think about how others feel and go back with a smile. Rude Cake never shares. Cupcake wanted to taste the ice cream that he was holding. It looked delicious and he asked, lick. Rude Cake said, nope. Crumb was playing with his balloon. Whee! And Rude Cake accidentally knocked him over and dropped his ice cream. Oh my goodness. And they are never sorry. Crumb was already crying and Rude Cake scolded him, you clumsy Crumb, because they are never wrong. Have you ever made a mistake and blamed someone else for it? Maybe your sibling? We have all had times where we tell ourselves that it's not our fault, even if it is. What can you do when you make a mistake to take responsibility for it? Does apologizing help? They also think that baths are dumb. Seriously, I'm a cake. How dirty can I be? How many times does your mom or dad have to call you before you go and take a bath, children? Papa Cake says, that doesn't sound like sleeping, mister. Even Rude Cake doesn't like sleeping. He thinks sleep time or bedtime is for donut holes only. Cakes do not have to sleep. What about you? Do you like bedtime? What is your favorite bedtime routine, children? Oddly enough, what's happening to Rude Cake? Whose hands are those? Look at Rude Cake. He looks confused, surprised, terrified. It's a giant cyclops? A one-eyed monster? Is he going to eat Rude Cake? Giant cyclops? They love to wear jaunty little hats. Rude Cake was confused. Cyclops' friend complimented his new hat. Wow, great hat! Cyclops said, thanks, and he was blushing. Giant Cyclops always say, thank you. Cyclops' friend then asked, can I please borrow your hat sometimes? And they always say, please. Cyclops said, yes, agreeing to lend his cake hat to his friend Cyclops. And his friend was jumping with joy. And they love to share. Giant Cyclops also love to wait for their turn in line. Wow! Do you see a rainbow-colored Cyclops in the picture? It's the cutest hat ever! OMG! I've heard it dance. It does! I love your dancing hat. Cyclops so happy to receive all the compliments and he said, thank you! How does the cake feel when the Cyclops and his friends don't listen? Rootcake then yelled out, I'm not a hat! Please! Did the Rootcake say the word please? Am I hearing it right? Did you hear the word too, children? Giant Cyclops always listens when their hat say please nicely. Rootcake said, please, I'm not a hat. I'm a tired cake and I would like to go to bed now. The Cyclops then said, I'm sorry, as they always apologize when they are wrong. Of course, no cake is too rude to change. I hope you enjoyed the story. There is a saying, treat others the way you want to be treated. We should always do our best to be nice and listen to others and hope they treat us just as well. Have a good day, children, and I will see you again in our next story time. Thank you. Bye.